Today's episode of Street Smart Civics Edition is on elections in the United States. Visit PragerUkids.com to download this sweet worksheet and play along. This is Street Smarts, a game show on the streets where contestants are rewarded for their knowledge. Street Smarts!
Welcome back to another episode of Street Smart Civics Edition. I'm your host, Selena Lewis, with
Uncle Sam with PragerU Kids, and we are back at the Richard Nixon Presidential Library to see what kids know about elections in the United States.
Let's go ask some questions.
Let's do it.
Here are the rules. There are a total of 8 questions. Each correct answer is worth $5, but the final question is worth $20. If someone is stuck on a question, they can pay Uncle Sam $2 for a clue, or they can pay him $5 to ask for help from a friend or parent. Now, once someone answers incorrectly, that is it. They are eliminated. However, the good news is they get to keep all the cash that they earned up to that point. Here we have on today's show, the one, the only, Kelsey. Kelsey! And who do we have here?
Jacob.
Melina. Sophia.
Devin. Sebastian.
Hey, Sebastian! Welcome to the show. How are you feeling?
Good.
Nervous? You're feeling nervous!
I'm feeling good.
Ready to answer some questions?
Yes.
Win some money?
Yes.
Yes. Let's get on to question number 1. What is the term for the formal process in which citizens choose who will represent them in government?
An election.
Oh, didn't even take a...
I wasn't even able to breathe.
The election.
We'll take
Boom.
it. We'll take it. First $5.
Off the bat.
Election.
Election is correct.
You
Nice.
have elected to get $5.
Indeed, you have.
Election.
Election
There
is
you
correct.
go.
$5 for Sebastian.
Sebastian,
An election.
Election is correct.
give him this 5. Sebastian, where are you from?
Las Vegas.
Ooh, you came all the way out here? That's awesome.
What is your favorite subject in school?
Art for sure.
Math.
I want to say history.
History.
History. Oh, you're on the right show then. Who teaches you history?
Shout out to Miss McAdams.
Shout out to Miss McAdams.
Yeah. Question 2. Elections are important because they help ensure that political power ultimately belongs to the blank and not the politicians.
Could I have a clue?
Of course you can. Sebastian, here's your clue. The preamble of the Constitution begins with the words, "We the blank of the United States."
We the people.
We the
People is
People is the
correct.
answer, and
The people.
woo!
The people?
The people is correct. She's on a roll.
She is
Bring
on a
out
roll.
the butter. She's on a roll.
That's a good
You like that one?
That was a good one.
All my jokes, and she liked the butter one.
On to question number 3, because Devin is so eager to win all this money. Right? Yes. Question 3. The founders allowed for regular elections in the Constitution so that the government would be responsive to the people. This chamber of Congress was designed to be the most responsive because its elections were held every 2 years. A, the Senate, B, the House of Representatives, or C, the Vice President.
Senate.
That is incorrect. So sorry, Devin.
You want to buy a clue?
How much is a clue again?
$2.
$2. Check my bank
Check
account here.
Check the bank account. Uncle
I
Sam
don't-
will still...
Sure, I'll take it.
Ah, there we go.
All right, Jacob, here is your clue. This chamber has the most members.
I think the Senate.
The Senate, we're locking it in?
Yeah, sure.
Senate is incorrect.
That is incorrect, unfortunately.
Oh, that is
No.
all right.
A, the Senate, B, the House of Representatives, or C, the Vice President.
The House of Representatives.
Didn't even need to take a clue.
B, the House of Representatives.
In the
Correct.
house. Representing another $5 for you.
Got it right.
The House of Representatives.
Hey,
House of
Sebastian is in the
Representatives.
house with that answer. Another 5.
Another 5.
House of Representatives.
It is indeed the
Speaking
House
of house, you are in the house
Ooh,
with another $5.
All right, so now we're gonna answer question number 4. Who is primarily responsible for organizing elections? A, the federal government, B, state and local governments, or C, the United Nations?
Can I buy a clue?
Of course you can. All right, Kelsey, here is your clue. Citizens are often closer to these governing bodies. A, the federal government, B, state and local governments, or C, the United Nations?
State and local governments.
Woo!
Give
And
her
that was a
5 back.
2 for 5. There
Nice.
you go, Kelsey.
Is it B, the state and local?
It is.
You would be correct.
Federal government?
Oh, so sorry. It's okay. You made it all the way
To question 4. And we are on question number 5. How are you feeling?
Great.
Feeling great?
You ready to get a 5 for a 5?
Yes.
Oh, she's ready.
That was
Let's do
an
it.
exciting yes. Awesome. Question 5. During the early history of America, many states required a person to be of a certain age and to own blank in order to participate in elections. A, property, B, 10 horses, or C, 10 pounds of tea.
Is it A, property?
A, she got it. Correct.
Just want to make you sweat for a second.
A, property.
A is correct. Another $5.
Another 5. She is gaining her property.
Sophia.
Property?
Property is
Property.
D.
And speaking
She's
of
getting her
property,
property.
Yep, she's already taken her property, and that is another $5 bill.
Question 6. Before the 26th Amendment lowered the voting age to 18, what was the minimum age that citizens were allowed to vote?
Can I get a clue?
You can.
I'll take $2.
I'll ask for a hint.
All right. Here is your clue. This is the current legal age to consume alcohol. Before the 26th Amendment lowered the voting age to 18, what was the minimum age that citizens were allowed to vote?
Is it 21?
It is 21.
Is correct. Woo!
21.
21 and a 5 for the 21. Congratulations.
All right, question 7. What do we call the elections that are held almost halfway through the president's 4-year term, which mainly involve electing members of the U.S. Congress? A, primary, B, midterm, or C, secondary?
B, midterm.
Just take it. Take our money.
Can I buy a clue?
Yes,
And
you can.
indeed.
All right, Kelsey, here's your clue. This is also a kind of exam taken in the middle of the school semester.
Midterm?
Midterm it
Just
is.
take it. Just take
Another
it, Kelsey.
5.
I'm not gonna do it.
B, midterm.
You would
He's being correct.
be correct and take that 5 and
What time is it?
I think it's time for the final question.
You heard it right, folks. Do you remember how much it was worth?
$20.
Oh, she was ready to
she
answer
didn't
that.
forget that.
She didn't forget that money. In which type of election do people primarily choose a political party's candidate?
Can I buy a clue? Or could I ask my dad?
There are
There's
no clues for the final
for this
question.
final-
Is it the presidential election?
Oh, so close. So
Very close. Very close.
A party's election?
Unfortunately, is not party's election.
No,
oh,
I'm so sorry.
It was so close.
Primaries.
Winner of the 20! Sophia!
Street smart!
In today's episode, we learned about elections, the formal process in which Americans choose who will lead and represent them in the government. Under British rule, the American colonists and their interests were not represented in Parliament, where decisions were being made that directly affected their lives. For example, one of the grievances listed in the Declaration of Independence was about the imposing of taxes without the consent of the people. When the United States was founded as a republic, elections were one important way political power was given to the citizens. The result was that a greater portion of the American population could vote than virtually any other population during the 18th and 19th centuries. Citizens from different walks of life had the power to elect presidents, governors, mayors, and other offices to represent their interests in the government and to express their views on the policies they implemented. Article 1 of the Constitution states that the time, manner, and place of elections shall be decided by state and local governments. This allows citizens the ability to both run for election and to participate in the election process at all levels of government. Originally, most states had certain requirements to vote and to run for office, including age, property requirements, sex, and even religious affiliation. Later, constitutional amendments, including the 15th, 19th, and 24th, eliminated many of these requirements and paved the way for an even greater participation in elections. Elections are held at the federal, state, and local levels. Federal elections are held the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November, a practice that dates all the way back to a time in our country's history when the majority of voters were farmers. Early November was seen as a good time to hold elections because the harvest was over, but the weather was still mild. There are also different types of elections. In primary elections, voters help political parties select their candidates. And in general elections, voters choose from among those candidates who will serve in public office. Fun fact, although the 19th Amendment expanded suffrage to women nationwide in 1920, many states, including Wyoming, Colorado, Utah, Idaho, Washington, and California, allowed women to vote before the amendment was added to the Constitution. Participating in elections is one of the most important rights and duties we have as American citizens because it allows us to exercise political power and to choose who we want to represent our interests in the government.
Thank you to all our contestants for participating in today's episode of Street Smart Civics Edition. I'm your host, Selena Lewis, with
Uncle Sam, and a big shout out and thank you to the Richard Nixon Presidential Library for letting us come out here and film today. It has been a blast and a half.
It has been. And until next time, we'll see you then.
Street Smart's out.
Out of frame. Out of frame.
Jacob, you were feeling so dowdy. Now you're flying in the cloudies. Not my best work, improv-wise. Hey, I tried. Okay. God bless America. We're here with none other than President Abraham Lincoln. President Lincoln, how you doing today? He was a man of very few words.
Thank you to all our contestants. Bye, Andrew Jackson.
Bye, Andrew Jackson. Thank you. Legend. That's a modern president right there. That's a president for the people. Hey, thanks for watching this episode. We hope you learned a lot. You know we have more, right? PragerU Kids is devoted to teaching what most schools aren't, our American values, history, and blessings. Watch more at PragerUkids.com, and parents, don't forget to subscribe.